Hi, I'm David Suzuki with Black Hills Paintless Dent Repair here in Rapid City. And what you might not know is that Dwight used to be my Little League coach back in middle school.
We had a lot of fun back in those days.
We sure did. I remember when I first met you, it was baseball tryouts, and I was so nervous. I wasn't a very good batter, but I could throw and run, and I think one of the reasons you chose me is because I could run the bases really fast, and that was one part of what helped make the team great, and I loved playing baseball.
I remember one thing from those days. We taught the kids how to steal bases in Little League, and you were the best.
Yeah, I remember playing a game in Sturgis and stealing home plate because you would steal when the catcher was throwing back to the pitcher, and we strategized the plan and caught them sleeping and stole home base. So
It's great to steal home.
it is right. I think that was the one and only time, but it was fun.
Well, and most people think of stealing bases where the base runner leads off while the pitcher's holding the ball, and he'll maybe try to hold the pitcher on. But in Little League, you can't leave your base until the ball crosses the plate.
Right. Yes, so that would be, and then I wouldn't make it look obvious. I would lead casually away from base and maybe wait a couple pitches, and then wait till they weren't paying attention, and the catcher lobs the ball back to the pitcher, and that's the perfect time to go.
And that's the key to it. Just kind of casually.
Yeah, don't make it look obvious like you want to. Just make it like part of your routine.
Yeah. Yeah, you were good. I remember we kind of recognized you for all those bases you stole.
Yeah, I think I did lead at least one of the seasons stolen bases. What I most remember is, I was so poor at batting initially, is that I was most improved batter 2 years in a row. So and almost made cleanup batter as well.
Yeah. Oh, those were fun days doing Little League baseball.
Yeah, I wish I could have kept doing it.
Yeah, too bad you're not. Yeah. Well, we're still young.
Yeah, now it's work and family. So
Yeah, you bet. Well, now you do. Speaking of work and family, you do Black Hills Paintless Dent Repair.
yes, so paintless dent repair is fixing. Mostly people would know it as fixing hail damage, but also door dings on cars without having to repaint your car. And that's actually something I started while I worked in a body shop in Spearfish when I was still in high school. So it's been 24 years, actually last month, that I've been doing this.
Quite a while. So how's it work? A vehicle gets hail damage. Do they call you?
Yes, so once insurance is handled, or if not necessarily insurance is involved, it's a matter of reversing the dent. So it usually involves pushing the dent back out to flat and level, and we have different lights, which maybe I'll show you later, to see the reflection of the dent. And so it's not like one dent or one pop, it's actually multiple pushes and gradually get the metal back to flat again.
Okay. All right. Well, let's take a look.
Okay. So as you can see, there's plenty of hail damage in this hood, and I will work this dent here. So if you look at the light as a reflection on that dent, you can clearly see it. And then I move my tool to see where it's at. Then as I apply pressure, I move some, I move to another. And so it's somewhat of a time-consuming process in the sense that you have to fix one dent at a time. And this being aluminum hood, it creates more force actually. It's counterintuitive. It's actually harder to fix aluminum. And it's gradual, and as it gets closer, I might move my light further away to get a slimmer look at the dent. These are just a few of the tools that I use to fix dents on cars. There might be a dozen here or so, but I probably have at least 100. Sometimes use one tool once a year. Some tools you use every day. Some of the open areas of hoods and roofs, we use a rod as a pry leverage. You hang an S-hook into a hole or a brace, and you can usually use that as a pivot point. All the tips are interchangeable. Different extensions, different tip sizes, different sharpnesses, even have blunts, rubberized. And then for under braces, tight areas, you go into smaller tools that fit under braces without damaging the glue or ruining the brace itself, and those are key for tight spots. For places you can't get tools into, then there's glue. We use a specialized glue for pulling dents on painted surfaces so it doesn't damage your paint. Simply squirt some glue on there, stick it to a surface. Once it has a chance to cool, use a slide hammer, and they fit right into a little groove here, and you just hit it out and it pops the tab off the body and usually leaves the dent high. And if the dent is left high, then you come back with a tap down and a hammer, and you work the dent from a high back to flat. And there's different sizes depending on the size and shape, just like the size and shape of a dent. There's different size and shapes, high spots, to tap it back down flat. Rinse and repeat, and you fix dents. The average hail car, if there's such a thing as an average hail car, typically can be fixed in 1 to 2 days. Larger projects could take 3 or 4, and some could just take half a day, depending on how many. If you're just fixing a hood, that's usually easily done in 1 day. So if you're in need of paintless dent repair, say you got caught in one of the hailstorms this year, first thing you want to do is probably contact your insurance company and open a claim, and then we're more than ready to write an estimate for you and submit it to your insurance company on your behalf. Please call ahead at 605-716-9079 to set up an appointment. If I'm not available, please leave a detailed message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.